What's going on, guys? It's Mr. Affleck 9916. Welcome to American Truck Simulator. We are going to bring a new series to the channel today, just like we did in Euro Truck Simulator 2, where we have a hard economy mod series going. We are going to do a hard economy mod series here in American Truck Simulator. So this is a series I've been waiting to have on the channel for quite a while. I'm pretty excited to bring it to you. The economy mod that we're going to be using is called the Klaas economy mod. Now, it's also in Euro Truck. It's not the one that we use because I don't think it was updated for Euro Truck or something like that, but we are going to use this in American Truck. So looking at it on the Steam page, basically the features, the general features of this economy mod is that the minimum income is 40 cents per mile. AI drivers will generate 30 cents a mile. New loan systems, which will increase your loan limit. New fine system, which will increase fines. We've gotten a lot of those in the European series. That's something we're working on to change. So here in the American series, we really don't want to be getting speeding tickets, crashes, all that type of stuff. Experience per level has been increased. Real limits for driving and sleeping time. Fuel discounts are increased to 20%. Truck refund is set to 60%. Complete rebalance of the trailers. Parking bonuses are changed, and the trailer coefficients are changing. Each trailer will have different prices depending on weight and type. So basically what this is going to do is make the game a lot harder. I guess it didn't really get into it in kind of the Steam general features, but you'll see that, I mean, a job's going to get us $50 at first, and then obviously we will work our way up. But here's the rest of the mods we're going to be using. True mirror field of views, realistic rain and increased thunder sounds, real gas prices to go along with our economy mod, darker nights, the main trailer pack, U-Haul, UPS, FedEx van, state highway patrol, which shows realistic highway patrol cars, real gas stations, Google Maps navigation, True Blue emergency vehicles, real logos, realistic graphics mod, and realistic headlights. The one in Euro Truck is not very good, so hopefully this one is good. But those are going to be the mods that we're going to be using. In terms of our company, I'm kind of paying homage to our Euro Truck series, so kind of going with the map logo again and naming it Ameristar Trucking, because Eurostar Trucking is the name of the company over in ETS. And as an homage to being based in Sweden in that series, our preferred truck's going to be a Volvo, but obviously we'll drive all of them. Interestingly enough, I don't think that some of the models look great in American Truck Sim. I think the Volvo is the best looking one. So I might go on the Steam Workshop and download some other ones and see if I can probably purchase one of those to try to get a better looking truck eventually. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to set up my wheel and I'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, so our wheel is all set up. I am using the Thrustmaster, I believe it's the T300 in this series. It's actually made for PlayStation, but I have a wheel and pedals. I also have a shifter, but have not made it work, but that's okay. These trucks are automatic gearboxes anyway, so it's really just going into reverse and all that. So, starting city, obviously we have 6 states now in the game. Utah is going to be coming out soon, but we're going to be basing ourselves up in Seattle, Washington. I've been waiting for Washington to come out so I can base myself there. In real life, I've been to Seattle a bunch of times. I have some family there, and it's my absolute favorite place in the world, so I'm excited to drive around it on the game and see how good of a job they do. So we're not going to walk through the tutorial. We'll go ahead and get started and make our first delivery. It looks like we're going to have to go from Seattle down to Tacoma for $41. That's all we're getting paid for this tableware, which is not that much money at all. But there it is, folks. Beautiful Seattle, Washington, and Puget Sound, and it's cloudy just like I would expect it to be in Seattle. Welcome to American Truck Sim. At last, you have the chance to experience your dream job, driving a truck. Your own transportation company is now open for business, but sadly, you lack the money to buy a truck. For now, you'll have to work for other companies as a driver for hire. Your task is to safely deliver a load of tableware to the Walmart, which is Walmart, dock in Tacoma. Your employer has provided you with a vehicle and will cover all expenses. Don't let anyone down and arrive on time. So let's go ahead. Alrighty, guys, so we finally got it figured out. Just had a wrong setting in the system. So we can finally go into gear now. Listen to that beautiful engine on the Volvo truck as we head on out of here. It's kind of confusing. I think I gotta go all the way to the right to get out. Just gonna take it nice and easy. I guess I could go left through any of those. It's weird because it says stop and then the arrow goes the opposite way, so I'm not sure if that's an error or what. It looks like there's a 2-lane corridor down here though, so this will work out just fine. But yeah, guys, Seattle looks absolutely fantastic. I've not been to the port in real life, but I've been to all of this area. Look at that. So yeah, there's the, turn my mirrors off, I don't need those. There's the stadiums, and that red building's actually there in real life. All of the skyscrapers look just like the real deal. The Ferris wheel's actually there. The Space Needle, of course, is in the right location. Right behind the Ferris wheel is where Pike Place Market would be, so that's cool to see. That's a little low quality on that side of the port, but still looks absolutely fantastic. And this water here is Elliott Bay as it heads into the Seattle area, with all this green on the other side being Bainbridge Island, which is one of my absolute favorite places in the city. So it's kind of cool seeing these landmarks that I've been to in real life actually in the game. Looks like we have a red light here. Not really sure what this is about. I don't want to get a car running a red light thing, but then again, what are we exactly waiting for here? I have no idea. I would assume that they've done kind of a realistic analysis of what the port in Seattle is actually like to drive in and out of, because everything else so far looks extremely realistic, and that's one thing that I'm looking forward to, is actually visiting places that I've been to in real life. I haven't been to a ton of the western states. I mean, I've been to all the Pacific states, so I'll get to check out Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, all places I've actually been to before. But there's a lot of areas that I haven't been, but still, driving around Washington, I'll go to, you know, several towns that I've been to in real life, and I'm looking forward to see how good of a job they represent these. That's one thing in Euro Truck Sim that I never really got to do, was check out the realistic, the realism level, I guess, should I say, of the game and how well it is. I've only had to look things up and see how good of a job they've done with that. This bridge is actually there in real life. That is the West Seattle Bridge. And I've driven over that more than my fair share at times. That's quite a feat of engineering. Oh, look at the tugboat. That looks cool, too. And this facility up here is the big recycling center in real life. And I actually had a big fire there, I think, 2 years ago at the recycling center. So that's cool to see this be in the game as well. I don't think in the game you can actually drive across the West Seattle Bridge. It's mostly residential on the other side, so not too much to see. Oh, this is dodgy. This guy letting me go? Yeah, I guess he is. Thank you. Much appreciated. But yeah, this little intersection under here is actually the exact same as real life, pretty much. This road down here is 99, Washington State Route 99, and it continues on to the south all the way to the airport, and that's a road that I recognize in real life, been on in real life, so this is all very, very familiar. We're kind of near where the light rail tracks would be too, but I don't think they've put that in the game, although maybe that's further down. Alright, so we want to head I-5 south towards Tacoma. And it shouldn't be very long from here. We are driving a little fast. Speed limit's only 35 here, so let's keep it down to 40. Seems a little lower than in real life. Alright, now we have 60. I'm going to have to keep an eye out on speed limits. I do not want to get caught speeding at all. Alright, so finally on the highway, folks. I want to take this moment to welcome all of the new viewers to the channel that came to watch this series. I've been doing Euro Truck for quite a while, and obviously American Truck is kind of new to the channel, so I've been talking about doing this series for quite a while. I'm really excited to start driving through the US now. But I also do some other things on the channel. Oh, please pull in for an inspection at the weight station. Okay. Well, do we have an engine retarder on this? Yes, we do. Cool. Alrighty, so this is something that's new that's not in the European version of the game either. Loaded in the right lane. Okay. Stop at the trucks, go ahead and activate the icon to submit to an inspection. This looks fairly nice. To pass the inspection, press enter. How do you fail? Gross weight 67,614 pounds. We are heavy today. We got a lot of furniture headed down to Tacoma. Down to I-5. But anyway, folks, I do some other stuff on the channel. I have a NHL 20 BA Pro Series, which I am just debuted on the channel within the last week. So that'll be something I'll be uploading a lot. But I wanted to talk about my longer scale upload schedule in the next couple months, or should I say the next month. Oh, look at this advertisement, the Monkey King. There's so much to be distracted by in this game. It's so cool. And just like that, here's our exit for Tacoma. But while I exit, the upload schedule for the next month is going to be basically, I want to evenly mix Euro Truck and American Truck and NHL. Now, there's only 7 days in a week, so, you know, it's impossible to have them equal. So what I decided on is uploading NHL on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. So that's going to be a 3-day-a-week series, kind of a new game. That's what I want to really be pushing for right now, so we'll be doing that. Euro Truck's going to go down to 2 days a week. That's going to be on Tuesday and Thursday. And finally, on Fridays, you're going to have American Truck Sim as well as Sunday. So Friday and Sunday will be American Truck Sim. This video, of course, goes up on a Friday. It's episode number 1. So that's going to kind of be the upload schedule for the month of October. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the button, get that bell on. And you guys will be notified whenever I upload a new video to the channel. And obviously, if you aren't interested in watching all the series, because I know the audience that watches this is not always the same audience that watches sports games, but maybe you're cool, maybe you like both, like I do, and maybe you'll watch both. I have no idea. But you'll get a notification every time I upload something, and then if you're not interested in everything, now you guys at least can use this as a reference to know when I'm going to be uploading what. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our first delivery here. What we're going to be doing to kind of increase the realism is always choosing the option where you actually have to back the truck into the delivery stall, because we don't want to. I'm stopping at the stop sign like it's a red light, my goodness. What we want to do is kind of maximize realism, so it does give you an option where you just pull into the depot and that's it. But we want to actually, you know, back in the truck, do everything properly. Tacoma discovered. Welcome to Tacoma, Washington, ladies and gentlemen. And city number 2 out of 16 here in the Evergreen State. We've discovered a Peterbilt truck dealer, which is going to be important once we actually get a truck, because we're going to want to, you know, actually have a few options of what we want to buy. Once we've driven all the different trucks, we'll decide what we like the most and go with that. Alrighty. So where do you need it? Looks like we got to go around to the back side of this Walmart here. Kind of a weird place to have a Walmart in an industrial park. I like how they call it Walmart as well. The fake names are pretty funny. Alright, I think if we just come in like this, straighten it out, and then back in, it should be real perfect. One thing I have to remember is these trucks actually have noses. In Euro Truck Sim, it's completely flat. These trucks actually have fronts to them, so that's something I'm going to have to adjust to. I think we're going to have to do a multiple point turn here. Actually, this might work out. I don't know. Nah, we're going to have to bring it back around here. Cargo's ready for unloading. I don't know how that is acceptable. Not in my book. We want this thing to be centered. That's what we want. That's no good. Alright, obviously, I am not having a good start to this. If you've been watching the European series, you know that this has been something that I've struggled with doing in this game. Which is embarrassing, because I should know how to back in a truck to a depot. But it's something that's just killed me throughout the series. But this looks finally good. We corrected until we got it right. Let's turn our engine off, park brake on, and yeah, it's actually in there straight. So good job. We ended up fixing it. So go ahead and unload our cargo now. What is going on? Why won't it let us? Oh, we have to push T to detach the trailer. That's right. I'm used to I'm used to pressing enter because I own a trailer in my other series. Company collector, 1 out of 15. I guess we get a achievement for each company that we deliver to, which is kind of cool. But that's it for our first delivery, guys. We're going to pick a second one and do that in this episode. In the Euro Truck map, basically I'm trying to explore most of the map. Right now in the early game in American Truck, what I want to do is focus on maximizing profits. So basically take jobs that are going to get us a lot of money. Well, let's take a look at our garage. This is your headquarters. It's a basic garage. It may not be much, but it's a start. Unfortunately, you haven't got anything to park there yet, so there are no trucks in sight. Once you've earned enough money and bought a truck, you'll be able to move the world freely and run your own business from here. Good luck. So there you have it, folks. Let's go ahead and go to the job market, see what we can take out of Tacoma. We're always going to take a job from the city we last got to because that would obviously make the most sense. Price per distance, it looks like this tableware 53,000 pounds down to Portland looks pretty nice. We could also head over to Yakima. That's a longer drive and it pays less. Eugene's, that pays more, but it's, again, that per mile is what you really want to be looking at. I mean, these are only 33 cents per mile. So yeah, folks, we are, I don't want to head to Yakima. It would be a scenic drive, but we're going to take this tableware, head on down to Portland, Oregon, 53,990 pounds, which is quite a lot of pounds in one truck. I'm used to kilograms and all that stuff, so having to get back to my native system of measuring is going to be different. But here we are, folks, in Tacoma. It looks like, do we have a GPS in this one? Yes, we do. Very, very nice. So that'll make it a heck of a lot easier. Let's go ahead and get going. Take a look at the Peterbilt truck first. Oh, of course, it's a double, so that's going to make it a lot more difficult. That's why it pays more, because it's a double. I hate doing doubles, but we'll take it. It's going to pay us a little bit. I kind of think the Peterbilts don't look as good in this game. It kind of just looks plasticky to me and not exactly super realistic. I just don't think that they did necessarily the best job. But what am I to say? Alright, how do we want to get out of here? I think if we just go down here, there should be a way to exit. And yet another port here. If you put the port of Seattle and the port of Tacoma together, you have a heck of a lot of ports in Puget Sound. I think Olympia might have a small one too, I'm not sure. Alright, how do we get out? I assume it would be to the right. Or maybe we can just go straight through this. I hope this isn't going backwards here. Yeah, it looks like it is. I think we were going the wrong way. That's okay. We're not going to get in trouble for it. Hopefully not. Oh, now, and then, see, we gotta go through this thing. And I gotta be super careful because we have a double, and you know that's gonna be problematic. Never driven a double in Euro Truck Sim, because, again, I own my own trailer. And secondly, in Euro Truck Sim, the doubles are, I think, only in Finland or something like that. Oh, boy. What have I done? Can we get through? Did I mess it up too bad? I think that second trailer is going to hit, is it? Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, good save. Good decision for me to go to the right there. That ended up preventing quite the disaster. And then we just got to get this to loop around and get out onto the road here. Very nice. Alrighty. No one's coming on the right. We do not need to get involved in any accidents in this series. That's going to be so important because we just had one of our most recent Euro Truck Sim episodes, which I haven't uploaded yet, and that was a disaster. Alright, on the road again. So it looks like we have a couple-hour journey ahead of us. Let's take a look at our route here. We just have to go down into the city and get on I-5, take that all the way to... Yeah, it looks like we exit through Vancouver, which is on the other side of Portland, and we actually are staying in Washington for this one. So it's to Portland, but it's on the Washington side, which is kind of interesting. Portland's, of course, a border city, which I just visited in real life about a month or two ago, which was kind of a nice place to go. And I will say the Peterbilt looks very nice on the inside. I think the inside of the truck actually looks very well done. The Peterbilt logo looks real clean. I just think it's the outside of the truck that kind of looks plasticky and not exactly like a real... I don't know, I think all the trucks in American Truck Sim kind of look that way a little bit, which is kind of weird. But it is what it is. I guess when you get so used to playing the Euro game for so long, you expect such a high level of realism that they have in there. I think on one hand, the trucks look better in Euro Truck, but in American, the actual scenery looks better. Alright, I'm kind of nervous about making this right turn onto the freeway here. Another thing I do, guys, is stream to Twitch. So you should see a lot of Twitch streaming of this American Truck Sim series, and of course of the Euro Truck Sim series as well. Since the Euro Truck's only going to be about 2 days a week, I'm thinking about just starting to explore the map a little bit off of YouTube series, because I've wanted to, you know, explore most of the map and then keep uploading, but twice a week is going to make for not a ton of videos. And I'd like to be able to play a little bit more than I can fit into that, so I guess we'll see. But I'll definitely be live streaming the ones I upload to YouTube in the future as well. So the link to the Twitch will be in the description. Feel free to respond to that. There's a Tacoma Dome with downtown Tacoma, Washington in the distance. I've driven on this road before, but I've never actually been in Tacoma before. Never been in Olympia before either, which we'll go by on this highway. But I just drove from Seattle to Portland, so it's cool to do this drive in the game after doing it in real life not that long ago. It is funny, of course, how quickly you get from one city to another, when in real life, you know, Seattle to Tacoma is like an hour drive. In the game, it takes all of 2 minutes. I mean, Seattle to Portland's like, you know, 3 hours in the game. It's a heck of a lot less than that. That's the scale, of course, of the American Truck Sim map. Go ahead and put our cruise control on so we don't get busted for speeding here. We just want to be careful, do things the right way. Can't wait to buy my own truck eventually and start developing a trucking empire. We'll see how hard it is with this economy mod. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty similar to the other one that I have installed. And if that's the case, it's going to be a long time before I have enough money to buy my own truck or do anything like that. I think we're going to be basically just driving throughout the map and making different deliveries, hauling all sorts of different cargo, which should be fun for quite a while before we get our own trailer and all that kind of stuff. Aberdeen and Port Angeles to the right. That'll take you all the way to the coast. That'll take you around the other side of Puget Sound from Seattle and up through the Cascades, or I'm sorry, up through the Olympic Mountains. Speaking of mountains, Mount Rainier should be off to our left. Not sure if you can see it from the highway in the game. I know there's some places from the highway in real life that you can see it, but I'm not catching any glimpses of it, at least at the moment. Would kind of be cool to see. hopefully we'll get to see Mount Hood when we get down to Portland as well. What is this guy doing in front of me? He is changing lanes like you wouldn't believe it. Mr. Chevron, with your oil. No idea what you're doing. And Rush Road, I like some of the random exits on here. Like, what city even is this? I think it's just a little rest stop in the middle of nowhere, which is something American Truck Sim has added. You know, you have these little rest stops that aren't really in a town. They're just kind of their own little thing, where you can exit, get gas. Look at that! It's a Love's travel station. I've seen those driving through like Illinois and all that kind of stuff back in the eastern U.S. They have those all over America. But I hope you guys are all having a good Friday afternoon, as I upload this on Fridays, I suppose. It's been kind of a long week for me. I missed another couple days of classes this week. I didn't go to class today because I just woke up feeling awful. Still feel kind of sick. Mostly getting better, but just not back to my normal self. So, not really sure what's been going on. I think it's a combination of allergies and that kind of stuff. But it's just been absolutely miserable. And I'm hoping that I'll get better before you know it. But fall allergies, it's that time of year here in the eastern U.S. when the trees like to shed all their pollen, and you know, you just kind of get wrecked. You kind of feel sick and stuffy, and you cough, and it's not really a fun way to live. It's not a fun thing to go through. I was nervous to, whoa, almost damaged my truck there looking in the mirror. Gotta be careful of that. Nervous to get over driving these doubles. I gotta do it on a straightaway section. You just need so much clearance to actually change lanes when you're driving a double like that. It's a beautiful day now here in southern Washington. The trees are looking quite nice. I think in real life the pine trees are a little more impressive than in the game. They're very, I don't know, they're almost too, whoa, I thought the guy was coming over. They're too short in this, and there's not enough of them compared to in real life. Okay, so we need to exit for Vancouver here. It's a bit of an aggressive move. That's okay. We'll that engine retarder on. I don't think this truck has one. See, these exits, my goodness, these exits creep up on you fast. These drives are so quick. That bridge will take you across the Willamette River, and then it kind of parallels the river for a little bit, and then you head into Portland. At least that's what it does in real life. I'm sure the game has that in there pretty well, or pretty accurately as well. And since we're going through Vancouver, hopefully we'll get the Vancouver Discovered thing. The goal, of course, is to discover every city on the map. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. Another thing I did that was kind of interesting, I went on YouTube and watched some of my old videos from like 2013 all the way to 2017. And my goodness, my commentary was different and my accent was different. Yeah, there it is, folks. Vancouver Discovered, Evergreen State 3 out of 16. Awesome. So we're going to get another location discovered, which is fantastic. That's already 3 out of 16, and we're in the first episode here. But anyway, folks, it's kind of interesting going back and watching my old videos from different MLB The Show series and stuff that I've done on the channel, comparing it to now. I definitely had like freshman year of college, and especially the videos I made in high school, which ironically are more popular series that got more views than now. It is what it is. That's the hardships of YouTube. But that's also me being lazy and not uploading enough. Which way do I gotta go here? I think I gotta go south to Salem, right? Let's take a look at the map. I mean, it's just 205. I mean, it's kind of confusing. It doesn't really... Like, where's 205 north? I have no idea which way exactly that's supposed to be. I'm assuming we need the southbound lanes here, though. I don't like this. Which way am I supposed to drive this truck? Looks like we kind of go around. Okay, yeah, Seattle's blocked off, so can't get on 205. It doesn't exist. We can only head towards Salem. Would you think it would just say Portland, being that we're still on the Washington side? I have no idea. This is very, very confusing. But anyway, my accent was way different back in the day. I still had a thicker Pittsburgh accent a little bit compared to living in Ohio for now 5 years and kind of picking up the Midwestern way of speaking a little bit. I mean, Pittsburgh's very similar to Ohio culturally, but the accent's definitely one thing that's not similar. So it's very interesting watching how I talked back then compared to now. I talked a lot slower, a lot more monotone, and I mean, it was still good to watch. It was entertaining to watch the old videos and to see kind of how I've evolved as a YouTuber. Sometimes it's fun to go back and watch your old series. Entering Oregon, so we do go to Oregon. The map was lying. Welcome to Oregon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can see Mount St. Helens behind us. Nah, it should be back there somewhere. I guess it's not a super clear day and you can't see all the way to it, unfortunately. I know all of the different mountains, should I say the different volcanoes of the Northwest from, you know, having been to them in person, and they are just stunningly gorgeous. I know Mount Hood should be on this side in Oregon. Hopefully we'll see all those things at some point. But there's the Willamette River and Willamette River Valley. I'm sorry, that's not the Willamette River. That's the other river in Portland. That's the Columbia River that we are crossing right there, which is one of the biggest rivers, if not the biggest, in the Pacific Northwest. I think it goes all the way up from headwaters up in British Columbia, and then it forms the border between Washington and Oregon. So Washington on one side and Oregon on the other. I don't know if I can go right on red because I think it's going to give us a red light ticket. But you know what? We might as well just find out. Oh, maybe we shouldn't find out now because there's some vehicles coming. Alright, now let's go for it. I know there's red light tickets on the game. I don't know if turning right on red triggers that or not. I know in the old, like the old SCS software games it did. But I think we are okay. It didn't give us one that time, so I guess we can continue to do it and see what happens here. Alright, so yeah, this is the road to the airport, and it looks exactly... Man, this is bizarre. Because I just dropped off a rent-a-car here 4.5 weeks ago. And this is literally the exact road coming to the airport, with the trees and the shrubs in the middle. I mean, it's literally identical to when you're driving to the Portland airport in real life, which is just... They've just done a fantastic job in this game, and I love how all the license plates are Oregon now. That's one thing cool about the US versus Europe, is you have cool different license plates for every state. Alright, I do need to get over. So I'm gonna let these guys pass me up. So I can get to the left here. Come on. We know you're slow. With a car like that, can't be driving 25 and a 45. That's just... It's like everyone's just slowed to a crawl. I should be the slowest vehicle on the road compared to all these people. My goodness. Alright, so our depot should be just to the left. Logistic area, left lane, terminals, right lane. Yeah, there's the airport. I know in real life all the rent-a-car facilities are just off to the right. It looks like they don't have that in the game, or it's further up. There it is, folks. Welcome to Portland, the Beaver State. 1 out of, I think it's at 15. So, 2 states already. Kind of cool. Obviously, that's a third of the states in the map. The map's not super big as of this point, but it's good to have another one discovered and another city discovered. Obviously, they're pretty close together on the map here in American Truck Sim, so it shouldn't take us too long to check off a whole bunch. Alright, give me a... Oh, now they have the green light. Oh, and there's literally nobody coming. That is annoying. That is so annoying. Cool, I can toggle my speed there to show the actual speed on the dashboard rather than the feel and stuff. That's a little easier than looking at the speedometer on a computer screen like this. Man, and that's not a very long green light. It's enough for just my truck. My goodness, Portland, you were trying to hold us up. Now we're... Look at that. Now we're totally blocking the intersection for this train. Oh, it's the Max. That's the light rail in Portland, which I... And man, that looks just like the cars that they actually have. It even says Max. The same logo, the same everything. That's incredible. Kudos to you, SCS Software, for going to the levels that you have to even incorporate the right, accurate public transit in the cities. I am beyond impressed by how good of a job they've done with that. That's just truly phenomenal. This is a game that really, I mean, it's a low-budget game. It's not the best graphics in the world, but the attention to detail is just unbelievable, and that's what makes these games so fun to play. Because you know wherever you go, you're going to get the stuff that's there in real life, whether you're in Europe and I don't know it, or America and I do know it. It's just, it teaches you a lot of things about different places, you know, and it's the actual real deal, which is just super, super cool. Alright, let's pull this trailer in. Cargo ready for unloading. Oh, we gotta back it. See, it's making me be, like, super accurate here. Alright, that's good enough. T to unload the trailer. We gotta get used to that because we don't have a trailer now. There it is, folks. 142 miles, 3 hours, 37 minutes, 30 gallons of fuel burned. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. In the next episode, let's pick a job. I don't know if I want to keep doing doubles. I mean, see with that little sign is articulated trailer. It does pay more, but they're just very stressful to drive, to be honest. And I don't know. I feel like it's just not always best to do a double every time. But that being said, let's look at our options. We could head up to Wenatchee, get paid $120 for 5 hours, $237 for 99, $359 for 112. It's just that the pay is so much better for these articulated trailers that it just makes the most sense to kind of drive. So yeah, we'll do one more with these because I would like to head back towards the Seattle area. I'd like to go north of Seattle, kind of explore around my home area as well. So next episode, guys, will be frozen vegetables up to Olympia. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that drive. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any comments, suggestions, criticisms, anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comments. For now, though, we'll see you guys next time. I'm Mr. F like 9916. Peace.